I'm Lisa Kurnik, and I'm the Director of Youth Ministry for the Diocese. As we move to a restored order of the Sacraments of Initiation, I want to share what the new vision for youth ministry will be, since confirmation preparation will no longer be a part of middle and high school catechesis. As our diocese moves forward implementing family catechesis in the fall, we have to think about how we are going to engage adolescents. Our goal is to have parents more involved in catechizing their children and youth, but adolescence is also a time when young people start to assert their independence by learning how to drive, getting a job, and saving their money to buy a car. So while we need to include them in family catechesis, we also need to give them a space to have deep faith conversations with their peers. Last summer, the bishops of the United States released a document called Listen, Teach, Send, which gives us a national pastoral framework as a summons to local faith communities across the country to renew their efforts with youth. The purpose of this framework is to empower the entire Catholic community to be conduits of the Holy Spirit in sharing the gospel with all young people, to transform the world by Jesus' love. Listen, Teach, Send uses the story about two disciples on the road to Emmaus who encounter Jesus but don't recognize him. They were talking about all that had happened in Jerusalem. Jesus listens to their realities, he then teaches them, and finally he speaks to their hearts and sends them out on mission. Research tells us that somewhere between 40 to 50% of students that graduate from youth groups and have great families drift from God and the church after graduation. With a grant from the Lilly Foundation, a study was conducted that affirmed that an adolescent must believe that he or she is known, valued, actively engaged, and proactively loved within a community. The community is usually described as being composed of at least 5 non-parental Christian adults. So like the disciples on the road to Emmaus, we want young people to recognize God at work in their lives, interpret their experiences in light of the gospel, and as a result, discover and choose to follow their vocation and mission. In order to accomplish this, we are going to assist parishes in implementing a small group discipleship model for accompanying adolescents on their faith journey. This model will give a small group of 4 to 6 youth an adult who will accompany them on their faith journey, hopefully throughout high school. The adults who are leading small groups should lead by the example of their lives as disciples themselves. Relational ministry is the foundation of all youth ministry and accompanying young people. When I was a parish youth minister, there was no way I could build relationships with every kid in the youth group. I had to teach and encourage the youth and adults on my youth ministry team to reach out and make those connections as well. In a small group setting, young people will have an adult who will know them, notice when they are missing, give them room to ask the hard questions, and try to actively engage them. This adult will listen to the realities of the young people in that group, share the gospel with them, and model for them discipleship. This can be done in addition to regular youth group gatherings or in place of one of your regularly scheduled meetings. Each parish will have some freedom to determine how this will work for them. Right now, I have several parishes reviewing materials so we can put together a list of resources you can choose from. I have also set a date for training in August. More information will be coming out soon. Thanks for taking the time to be with me today. God bless you.